They were like the B team, or
Well, no,
The
I
B
mean,
team?
the funny thing is if you've ever gone on a ghost tour anywhere, usually it's about having fun and just joking around, and it's more about engaging the people and ensuring that they have a good time, you know. And then you tell
Yes.
some stories and see what you can find. Um, right out of the gate with this guy, it was more serious than it was entertainment. I could see right out of the gate, and clearly
At 10 o'clock?
at 10 o'clock at night. We started it at
Wow.
9. It was supposed to go from 9 to 11, and we went from about 9 to 11:30 because we had times like this that were very productive, we'll say. But the words out of his mouth right out of the gate was that I've been doing this a long time here, and that I want you guys to respect what we're getting ready to do, and to think of this more as a opportunity to potentially experience something that you're unfamiliar with and beyond your rationalization or your comprehension. And the way you worded it was very intriguing. Like, we're getting ready to go into the weeds, guys, and this isn't fun and games. This is reality and real. And to be respectful of, in essence, the dead, or whom you contact. And then he made it very clear to state that if we have any sort of contact with any entity, if you will, we'll use that again, uh, that we, after the fact, request that they stay put and do not follow us. Because,
Wow.
yeah, that's, to me, that's kind of serious stuff. So, so that's how it all started with him. And right out of the gate, he had me kind of hooked. And you may say, well, that's kind of part of it. That's what they do to from an entertainment purpose. It wasn't. I talked to people all day long for decades and decades, and on a lot of different platforms and work related issues and stuff. And I know when somebody's storytelling and when they're trying to be captivating and exciting, or if they're just straight up telling the truth. And this guy was in fact doing that. So
not
it was
right.
pretty cool.
What kind of shop was it? That was the only other question I had.
Originally, um, I I think it was almost like what you would equate to like a corner store nowadays, or back in the 80s and 90s, where you just go in, you can get, you might be able to get a newspaper and some milk and bread, and or in this case, textiles, or paper to write on, or maybe a strip of leather to fix a shoe or whatever else. It's kind of a bunch of different things that he provided. The store now, as it is constituted, has a lot of like kind of copies of what I would, I guess, figure as artifacts of that time period. So, like a remake of original stuff. So you can take home something that was used back then, but made recently by one of the workers that was there, which was actually pretty
That's
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Hmm. Awesome.
I do want to make one kind of note so people understand what they're seeing. What we did was we took a flashlight, a push button flashlight from the backside, with just regular old batteries in it. And we turned the flashlight on with a push button and then unscrewed the filament up front to the point where the light went out. And then we gently set it on this rail. Not unlike a lot of times where you see horror movies where somebody's got the crappiest flashlight of all time and it keeps going out and they're banging it to try to get it to come back on. Nobody was touching anything here. And we were communicating with whom we believe was, gosh, I just said it now. I'm having
Prentice.
William Prentice. Yep. And we would ask questions like, if X, Y, and Z, would you turn on the light, please? And sometimes it would come on directly. Sometimes it would take a little bit of time. Sometimes there would be a little bit more power to the light. Sometimes it would be dimmer. It was very intriguing, and as it was happening, as exciting as it felt truly organic too. It was almost like everybody was super comfortable with what was going on, and when in reality, it was quite compelling and very, very exciting. Um, but in doing this, we did catch some audio, which I think is what you're looking for within it. That once again, nobody heard. in real time, but I feel as though I caught after the fact in listening to it.